All right. Here, new day, new episode. We're here with Alessandro.
Yes, I am.
Sangrando o Sagrado? Sangrado.
Zangrando.
Sangrando.
With the Z.
With
The Italian Z.
Yeah, because in Spanish, that's bleeding.
Yes, I know. I know very well. My surname is funny.
With an S, though, not with a C.
With the S, yeah.
Or Z.
Been told, yeah. Funny.
Yeah, so, funny fact, he's Italian, I'm Chilean, and we have to speak English because I don't speak Italian. I should
Neither
because
am I,
of my name.
to be honest. I speak my dialect, which is Roman, so not really
Different.
Italian.
Oh. If you speak Chilean, it's worse.
Eventually.
Trust me.
I might get some Spanish.
Nothing worse than Chilean slang.
All right, I'll take the word. I'll take you on that.
So the thing is, Alessandro used to live here in Dublin. Well before me. Probably how many years did you live here?
I lived here 9 years. Since
9 years,
2014, yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time. And you were a busker since you arrived, basically.
That's how I started, just from the street busking. That's what I've seen as well. Everyone was just on the street playing. I was like, well, why not?
And what do you play?
Guitar, acoustic guitar mainly. Yeah.
Oh.
That's how I started.
Yeah. So you know a little bit of guitar, yeah?
Tiny bit there, here and there. Like I wouldn't go too deep, you know.
Yeah. So he plays. We're laughing here because he plays fingerstyle, which is one of the most. Yeah, that's your main thing, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. That's the style I've been exploring mostly in the last maybe 6 years, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, it's like, what gets you to say, oh, I think I could do that when you see someone playing fingerstyle? What makes you think that you're able to?
Interesting
get
question.
There?
I'm not sure that's actually the question I asked myself back then. But one of the first people that I met was definitely, online, of course, Tommy Emmanuel, John Gom, those people that were really like virtuoso, flying with the fingers. I was like, that's actually a cool style. Like that even the fact that a human is able to do that. And then from there, I just started slowly challenging myself with like just creating exercises.
Yeah.
In a therapeutic.
Therapeutic.
That's a very hard word. Yeah. In a therapeutic way. So
decompensated.
Decompensation.
That's a new word. Yeah.
So good to be here. Anyway, that's how it started for me. I got that inspiration, and I wasn't trying from the first time to imitate them in a way, but just kind of
that's how you learn.
What can I learn from that and do it mine, and then kind of transform it in my own way, but with that influence from the back. That's what happened. But I started, I think, one of the first songs that I was starting kind of arranging in that fingerstyle way was somebody that I used to know.
Yeah,
really? And playing the melody on top of that. Because there was this other guy, Mike Dose, he's an English guy. He's an amazing guitarist as well. And he got super famous with that tune, with that arrangement. And since then, I was like, wow, never seen anybody playing the guitar like that.
Yeah.
So I just kept exploring and then changing tuning as well. So exploring with, just trying different open tunings, playing with that.
Very interesting.
Different techniques as well. Then I fell in love. Actually, everything started from Ben Howard. Because he was playing the guitar this way, lap tapping, and that's how I started. I was like, "That's pretty cool, actually." What? And then I just put it, normal way, and started doing the same things more or less.
Yeah.
And then ended up, playing that kind of style.
Yeah, I love Ben Howard. He's amazing.
I saw him live last year. Mind blowing.
Yeah.
He's a character, definitely. But man,
he
music.
Has this thing that he can create an ambience with his music.
But without saying anything.
Yeah.
The music itself speak for him.
Yeah.
I guess that's what music is as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's another type of language.
Completely. Language. Yeah. That's the right word. Yes. It is a language, music, big time.
Yeah.
But playing guitar has always been my kind of passion. I'd say my first love. And since then, I'm still doing it.
How many years? When did you start playing music?
I was 12.
Yeah?
I was 12.
That's not too young.
No, not too young, indeed. I started with the classic guitar because my grandfather gifted to me. I was like, maybe you can try and learn guitar, do something with your life. Like, cool, I might do that.
Yeah.
Started, taking private lessons in a private school in Rome.
That's the
Spent
best
there
thing.
5 years, and then after the first year of classic guitar and all the theory and everything, he was preparing me to go to conservatory, but I didn't want to. I didn't feel
Too
like
rigid, isn't it?
too much structure, and I'm never like to be told, man.
Yeah,
To,
I'm the same.
to be honest.
That's why we're doing a podcast now.
And that's
Nobody
why
tells me
we are
what to do.
independent
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
As well as
I'm poorly
Adam,
independent. Yeah.
as well as Adam behind the camera.
Yeah. Exactly.
But that's really that always been a thing for me, and then I started listening. There was this sound, very distorted, this guitar shredding. I was like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
And that was this Italian teacher. It was playing electric. He was teaching, and
While you were in the
in the same school. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was in the basement, and I was always hear these crazy sounds, different effects and stuff. I was like, "Whoa, what's that?" And then I just fell in love with the electric guitar, so rock.
Yeah.
And this guy was super virtuoso. Like he has a, I don't know if you know Vivaldi from classical music. He has a project still running.
But plays the guitar in classic. He plays
Super
classic music on the guitar.
shredding, but like no, it's completely in a metal key.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
classical music
No, I
made
know,
in
I know that style is mental.
insane.
Yeah.
Literally insane, and it's still
You have You have to
thousand
be
notes.
virtuoso to be able to play that.
So that was my background. I spent there 5 years with him. So lots of theory applied to the instrument, lots of improvisations, all that. So he gave me all the knowledge I needed for that time. And then I left Ireland. I left Rome.
Yeah.
I left Italy and I came to Dublin, and I only found people playing the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's that? It's classic guitar, but it's electric. Well, it's in between. I didn't understand it at the first time, and then I fell in
Oh,
love
you
with
didn't
that
know
too.
the
I never played one
really?
before
Yeah.
coming to Ireland,
Yeah.
actually.
That's
Then I
nice.
got one for me, and rest is history. Busking, then you start meeting the buskers, then you start meeting people from pubs. You manage to get gigs, then you meet Adam, and then
That's the way.
that's he met me. We met really at the beginning, my beginning there for sure. So that's why when you mention it, Adam, I'm like, holy shit, yes, I don't know Adam. It's been a while, but we know each other.
Since how long that you haven't seen him?
Maybe definitely since maybe 2019, 18, maybe a little before.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It's
Since
been a
I
while.
arrived, basically.
It's been a while, yeah. Definitely not with all the pandemic and all that. I don't think we met. Maybe randomly in town. I can't recall it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, the thing is, when I told you to come to the studio, in my head I was like, oh, but he knows Adam, so he might know where the studio is.
Yeah.
And then you told me, I think I'm outside. Yeah, but you've been here in my head. That's why I came to look for you, and I was like, oh, it's the first time you're here.
Yeah. Officially, yes.
You didn't like it that much, though. What do you think?
This
Not great.
studio, yeah.
It's average, isn't it?
I think it's pretty deadly.
Yeah.
I would say it's pretty deadly. It's awesome, really.
It's amazing.
It's one of those places that I can feel, as I was saying earlier,
Yeah.
the time that has been
You come in and you want to
behind.
play music.
Yeah. It's
Basically.
not even that. You want to write a new song.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
And that's what I guess everyone is in charge of, like people like us, to create the space that we want to
Yeah.
motivate ourselves and just be happy where you are. Like,
Yeah.
if Adam built this place, he wanted to be happy here. So
Yeah.
he wanted to look
Exactly.
in a way,
You have a point.
it's not just, we got mics, we got the gear, I got the space, 4 walls, that's it.
Yeah.
It's not just that.
Yeah.
The environment is everything,
Yeah. Definitely.
I feel.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me anyway.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, how's your life now that you left Ireland? Because you mainly did music full time here because
Yeah.
you were studying in Italy, but
Yeah.
you came here and you started being a full time musician here.
Yeah, as I was still at school in Italy when
Yeah.
the music started, basically. So I managed to get out of school, yes, without repeating a year ever. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
And then I was 19 and I left.
19. Yeah,
And
that's
I
very
came here, I
young.
was 19, so like literally no beard, no hair,
Yeah.
no mustaches.
Yeah.
What a life.
Yeah.
What a life. Who I was. Who was I? Anyway. Moved back to Ireland. Yeah, well, I mean, since I left, loads of things changed, but to be honest, I changed. That's the
Yeah,
main thing that changed.
yeah. And what do you think changed in you since you left, or you
Definitely the
changed before
environment.
you left?
I think I wanted to change. I was changing already before I left,
Mm-hmm.
but that was just something like I had to change here because I got stuck in a loop of playing gigs, busking,
Yeah.
doing different projects and all that, collaborating with different artists, dancers mainly.
Mm-hmm.
That's been my thing in the last 3 years, really. But I was just stuck in that loop, and I had so many musical ideas that I didn't have time to just spend and go deeper and just elaborate them,
Yeah.
So I would have plenty of ideas without the time to just develop them,
Yeah. Yeah.
So either I was lucky to have a 10 minutes inspiration, bam, and I would have, full song ready there,
Mm.
or it would take me months for one,
Yeah.
for each idea. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that was a bit, I was suffering that big time. And also, yeah, I needed a change as well
Yeah.
related to, relationships and just
Yeah.
pages as well. I felt like couldn't find a house, spent a year and a half looking for a place.
Mm-hmm.
No way I could find it like affordable and livable as well, and
Yeah. Yeah.
a nice place that you could call house, home, and it's not just a room,
Yeah.
which is very hard, not for granted for sure.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I had an opportunity that I couldn't refuse, which was a decent rent, but in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I spent 9 years abroad.
Struggling with
Why
rent,
not
basically.
reconnecting with the Italian roots, which are always kind of demonized in a way, like, fuck Italians, la la la. Which is fair. There's a part of me still believe that, but the other side of me, it's a little bit more open. And it's like, you know what? I'm actually
I'll
from
give it a
there.
chance.
Maybe I'll give it a go and then just chill.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what you did is great, because like you were brave enough to leave your own country when you were still young.
Yeah,
You
I
had
guess.
an idea of the people in Italy at 19
Yeah,
years old.
Clear
But-
one.
Yeah, but
From Rome.
probably wasn't. Yeah, exactly. But probably wasn't like the definite image. Of,
No, definitely
you
no.
know,
It was an adventure. Like,
yeah, because you were still young, so you didn't live too many things maybe by then. But now that
Yeah.
you live a lot of years here, you got to know a new culture,
very true. Yeah.
and then you came back and you went with a different perspective to your own
Yeah.
country, and you appreciate things in a different way.
So much.
Does
Like
it work
right
like
now, the time I spent here for the last month, a month and a half, pretty much, because I came back in May, 2 weeks as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can definitely feel there's still loads of opportunities, loads of magic happening. Dublin is a magic place.
Yeah.
Ireland is an amazing country,
Yeah.
mystical for
Yeah.
real. Like there's plenty of mystical stories around the country. And even I had time to just get lost more in nature, in the wilderness, up to Connemara, up there in the middle of Ireland, down south. So been seeing loads of different places, but there's that steady green that it just reminds you
Yeah.
where you are and where's the magic is. And that's, I guess, what maybe I suffered the last year that I was here, because I was just in the city, man. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
city
yeah,
life, it's just running in
Yeah, and I was gonna say
like
that
crazy.
to you, 'cause, we as musicians, or like everyone, not just musicians, we struggle to pay the rent, and so you always have to be on the go. So probably that's why your like creativity wasn't there,
Yeah.
because you're fighting for something, and maybe now in Italy you're not living like that. So
I'm
you're
not
more
as
like
stressed.
laid back.
Exactly. No, I had a completely, transformation
balanced.
of priorities as well.
Yeah.
If the priority here was rent, food, that's it.
Yeah.
That was the main one.
Mm.
In Italy, it's just, okay, creation, art, food, and then rent. Rent
Yeah.
is the last one because it's not
It's not expensive.
that crazy expensive, so I don't need to,
Mm-hmm.
create those conditions to just get stressed and play and also playing gigs like a machine, because you're playing for money. That's in the back of your mind, but like busking obviously as well. But
Yeah.
I had so many experiences
Mm-hmm.
with busking, and then the more you just let go and don't get attached to the fact that you're gonna make money,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
because you never know.
Yeah.
The more they actually don't think about money, the more you will attract them. And I think that's one of the key that nobody taught us, because we didn't have, I feel, the right education in school for
Yeah.
me, to be honest. but related to money as well. Like we know how to
It's
make
all,
money,
yeah,
but how
it's
do I
all
attract
related to it.
money? I don't
Yeah.
need to work necessarily to make money. It's energy, and it's based on
Yeah.
your mood, your
I'm
attitude.
totally on board with that.
And basking, man, you've
It's all
seen it.
about
I
that. Yeah.
mean, nothing
I
against
live it.
anybody, but like
Yeah.
there's plenty of people out there playing the same songs,
Yeah.
covers and all that, which is commercial music,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he has a,
No
a
feeling sometimes.
vibration that music resonates at some level.
Mm.
That's why I don't like it. That's why you don't like it, because we have different level of resonation. So you're looking for something. Even covers that I learn as a message, as a story, I need to like them. I can't play them otherwise.
Yeah.
That's why I've
Yeah.
always been preferring original music to covers. But even covering here and there, changing the arrangement completely,
Yeah. That's
transforming,
what makes it different. Yeah.
it makes a difference, and even the way you live it completely. And so that's why I feel it's going well as well in Italy,
Yeah.
and it has been good because it just my mood is completely open, fun. I'm looking for fun at the moment. If I'm
Yeah.
playing and I'm not having fun, that's something wrong.
Yeah.
And it's me. It's not the outside.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always
Yeah. Yeah.
inside.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
That's one
always,
thing we don't realize that much. Like it's so much about of how you feel, and you are the only one that can change that.
and that's the only thing you can control.
Yeah. And
That's
we
what the
expect
wise man said. That's true.
that the environment changes for us to feel good, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
At some stage you just I feel there's gonna be something's gonna happen, and it just make you realize that hold on a second, I need to just, because that was my problem here. I was just rushing, so I had no time, and I wouldn't give myself time to process anything. I was just on the go all the time,
Yeah.
you know yourself. Yeah, but since I moved back, it just, first of all, I'm not in a city, I'm in a town, which
Yeah.
is a completely
Yeah.
different rhythm.
Different vibe.
You still find crazy people, obviously, like,
Yeah.
always been attracting that. Apart from that, which is funny, I just a completely different rhythm. And I moved there, and last year, 3 months, I wrote 60 songs.
60 songs.
And I recorded only 10. So, plenty to go, yeah. Well,
That's quite
that's
a lot.
what happened.
Yeah.
But it was thanks to a book as well, which I will advise to everyone watching at home,
Yeah.
which is The Artist Way.
All right.
The Artist Way from Julia Cameron, which is this artist. I can send you a picture as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a book, specific book that he talks about unlocking or like reconnecting with part of yourself, the creative self, and all that. It's quite a spiritual journey. It's actually a course that you do with yourself, where you became your own therapist, basically, because the book itself forces you to answer question without anybody else's opinion. So
Yeah.
you're there every day, and you have to do tasks every week, and it lasts 3 months basically. But every week, for a week, you'll see a different. You have to get a diary every morning. You fill up 3 pages of the diary first thing in the morning. So it's very committing. Not for everyone, but I think everyone should give it a go, because to me, he unlocked so
definitely.
many things. And even right now, I feel that you are the artist, I am the artist, cool. So if I have the idea and I'm completely committed to the artist that I am, I need to dedicate time straight away.
Yeah.
Because that's the moment that the idea came up. Otherwise, that idea will dissolve, or I will change it in a way that is more structured, so it won't flow that naturally, you know? And all the time that I've been doing this, I wrote so many songs in 10 minutes. No more than that, because there was no much to say. It was pretty much flowing there, and it just happened. That's why, and fun fact, I left Ireland. I wrote an album of 10 songs, which I recorded this year in March in Italy. And it's a tribute to Ireland, and it's all Irish trad inspired. I'm like, well, I spent 9 years there. I could actually play with live people that kind of music. Now I left
it would have
Ireland,
been
and just bam, it just hit me like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? I guess I missed it. I guess I missed Ireland so much that I need to, write something to kind of always feel connected to it.
That's interesting.
So yeah,
But it's always like that. It's like always when you lose something, you miss it.
that's always like that. Oh.
Fucking song. I love it. I was just like, no, that song is good. Let's be honest. It's not bad. But the thing is,
Fair enough.
when you walk around Grafton or Molly Malone, one day it happened to me that I listened to that song probably 3 times at the same time.
The same time,
I
different
was walking
spots.
and everyone was playing the same song. I was like, I don't even know it because I'm like everybody plays it, so I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, no, I feel you there, but it's the same around everywhere else. Like in
Yeah.
Italy as well, you find people on that page, which is fine,
No, yeah, it's
whatever. But
fine.
just
Everybody has their own journeys.
and it's an experience as well.
Yeah.
I guess maybe at some stage everyone start, like as it was back in the days where there were mute fish,
Yeah.
more bands and lots of more original music around. And I think that were the times that just back when there was Sweeney's. Other times, probably Adam remembers that. Other times,
Yeah.
completely different vibe and just different musicians around. And everything was super inspiring. Always there was something always happening. Like, oh God, look at that on the street,
Yeah,
just from the busking scene. I was like, whoa. That's why I stayed here. 9 years after. Oh shit.
A little while. You said something really interesting when you were talking about the book.
Mhm.
You said something about like asking a question and responding to that question yourself. And I was thinking about social media because of that. Because we're musicians, we have to use social media. We're forced to use it to spread the word that we're making music and for the music to be listened to,
Yeah.
But do you find that when you use social media, that question that you ask to yourself is being responded by other people? So you are like
all the
there?
motivation videos and all that. You mean?
Yeah, no.
As in-
You're expecting from feedback from other people,
okay.
So you're relying on someone else's opinion when you're on that platform.
Yeah, but for me, never worked. So happy days. Can't complain, but like I never had that kind of drive to look for answers or like look for feedback or like just even acceptance. I guess I never cared too much. I always went for my way. Like this is what I like, so this is what I do. Because I like
If you like my music, listen to it. If you don't, just scroll.
Pretty much, yeah. No, there's always. I had some time that it was more on the platform as well, and I would get more triggered.
But
definitely,
that
like
was
posting
during
more.
the pandemic. I remember.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
That
like
was the
everyone
time.
was like that.
And you were just trying. I was just trying as well, to swim and find a way in the ocean out there. But it's not even that. I think that it's a very powerful tool if you take it as a tool.
Yeah.
But if you just start, getting kind of soaked by the app and just you're there posting to get more followers and eventually want to build a community, which is an amazing concept, which is something that I'm into as well. And it's on the plans, on the set to-do list, but it takes time. It takes time, and it takes content, it takes quantity, it takes constancy, and it takes quality. So if you have all this, then you have a chance, I feel. But you have to show up every day because it's a job. And also, I think
it's an unpaid job, though.
It's an unpaid job, yeah.
That's what makes it hard.
Big time. But also, like, there's enough technology that you can actually help yourself, and you don't need to, for instance, you have 5 posts, you don't need to, go crazy and every day just start thinking, oh my God, like you can close yourself in a room one day, get enough content for 1, 2, 3 months, upload it on the same day, schedule everything from Facebook, it goes out everywhere. And, you wasted that day, which you didn't waste because you actually had a proper plan for 3 months, steady and solid, And like that, I think things could happen, which that's what I'm going to do. I'm just creating content for this new album at the moment.
And you're planning to do something more structured.
Yeah, but based on
the
content, like short videos. Short videos, man. That's what it works. That's what
I say. The difficult part for me is being structured with stuff like that are creative. Like, I know all of that because I did a master's in digital marketing.
Me neither.
I know a lot about that, but I don't apply it to myself. But when I see it in others, I think, oh yeah, he should do this or she should do this, and
that like work. You would see in others.
In others, but when it comes to myself, it's like I'll just post this video of me singing. Here it is. But I don't have a plan behind my content.
Well, I mean, which is not, it's not a critic as well. You know, it's nothing. It's not bad or good. You know.
Yeah, but I think my point is it would work better as the way you say it if I had that structure
Oh yeah,
behind something and you're aiming to something.
you will feel less overwhelmed. I
Exactly.
feel
Yeah.
because it feels like a lot as well.
Yeah.
You know, it is a lot because it is at the end of the day. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's also I
At least
always
you have
been.
your own path to follow and you know what you're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
So,
no, like you
yeah,
have the
makes
direction. You
sense.
don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen in between.
Yeah.
You might do this, you know, you want to just go straight, but
Yeah.
you didn't. So,
Yeah.
but along the way, I managed to always. Well, I feel lucky to always have met creative people and people that supported me along the way. Still there, and just people that was, you know, willing to help me for
Yeah.
even filming or like doing, like Christian. Shout out to Christian Mental
Yeah.
Banners out there. Because yeah, it's one of those guys that
he's
is
fucking
super
genius.
talented and he treats you like a brother. He make you
Yeah.
feel always, you know,
He's
in
a
a
very nice
good,
guy.
you know, good
Yeah.
feeling on your body. Like you wouldn't feel stressed or triggered in any way.
Yeah.
So you will make sure you're comfortable in yourself first,
Yeah.
and then like it's one of the most
Magic
creative people I know. So I'm just start playing,
Yeah,
it's filming, I'm playing, and it happens, and it just happens. So people like him and other musicians as well, which we've been bouncing back loads of crazy ideas.
Yeah.
In Italy as well, I've been connecting with loads of people there, musicians that actually make a living with music, like playing crazy good stages,
Yeah.
traveling in Europe as well. But you know, and that's a scenario I didn't know. A scene that I just
Yeah.
like. Okay, people that live with music in Italy are just people that do commercial music or like, you know, they have a small underground circle and all that. But actually, there are people that were living as I was living here, just
Yeah.
busking, finding gigs here and there, you know. So that's cool. But like for the time I spent there, which is, yeah, I would say a little bit more than a year. Yeah, maybe a year and 2 months now. I'm playing 2 festivals this summer in August as well. Sorry, at the end of this month, July.
Yeah.
And I spent there a year. So something that I wasn't able to do it in Ireland too much. I managed to do it, but it was like a small festival. Well, you know, I guess it's just different, and also you have plenty of artists as well. So there's a
and
lot of
also
competition as well on that sense, especially from people who receive
yeah,
applications.
the thing
You
is,
know,
in your field, I wouldn't say there's much competition here in Ireland in fingerstyle.
for what I do, that's true. For what I do,
No,
that's true.
you and
But not even in Italy.
Giovanni. No, not even, yeah. It's
Neither in
something
Italy,
so
it's-
specific that probably is too new for people. To listen to
Yeah,
it,
it's a
you know?
niche thing as well.
It's a niche, yeah. You know?
And also, it's one of those style that is quite hard to explain. Like
Yeah.
every time that somebody, what you play?
It's like a one-man band on a guitar.
Yeah, but what would you think? You know, if I tell you that, well, you would think about okay, he's doing plenty of things at the same time, but still you wouldn't have an idea unless you know people like Tommy Manuel,
Yeah.
or you know some other guys that
Or if
play
you know
guitar.
about music, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could understand, you know. But if you
Even-
don't know, people that don't know, that most of people don't know about music, it's hard to explain.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even to digest what's going on.
It could be overwhelming.
Yeah, because people would be like, oh, he's a very good guitarist,
Yeah, yeah.
but that's it. But they don't know what's going on, you know.
But that's also I feel that if I don't know you're playing
Mhm.
an instrumental tune, I think that's one of the powerful languages music has, just instrumental,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
pure music.
I'd say it's very difficult, man.
It is, but I think it's all about the intent. That's what I believe. Obviously, the intention that there is behind the song.
Yeah,
You know, not even the message necessarily, because you might find a message for you. Adam might find another one. You know,
yeah, yeah.
I might
yeah.
have another one in mind. So, but the intention, you know,
Yeah.
what's the intention? I want people to feel this way, or I want to feel this way while I'm playing this song, while I'm listening. The intention behind it makes such a huge
with the-
difference. See, reggaeton music, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Just
the
dance it.
intention,
Yeah.
and everyone will dance
Yeah.
that music, and it's coherent to the intention behind, and then make money, of course, as
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
big time.
Obviously.
And they are, so it's still coherent, you know.
And one thing that I wanted to ask you is when you start creating a song, an original, obviously, do you just grab the guitar and start improvising on any scale, on any mode, anything? Just do whatever it comes to you, or you sit and write something and you say, all right, I'm gonna do this mode and I'm gonna improvise on this mode and see what comes out of this.
Yeah, no, it would have been always an idea that I would have first in the head,
Yeah.
and then I would transmit it to the hands.
Mm-hmm.
But something that helped me all the time, it would have been, yeah, having the guitar close to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually take it. But I don't know, if I'm writing like lyrics,
Yeah.
not necessarily I would take the guitar straight away,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I felt that I was kind of locking myself in a room again, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on a second, maybe let's do the opposite, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So usually I would just, yeah, have an idea, or be open to receive an idea,
Mm-hmm.
in a sense that, okay, I got time today. I feel it's a feeling. Yeah, it's a feeling
Yeah.
that I would feel in the body. Like today is a good day to create a song.
Mm-hmm.
Simply that would be the feeling.
Yeah.
And so I would just start, thinking. Even I love meditation, so I would just close my eyes, do some meditation, long breathing, a lot of that,
Mm-hmm.
and then something will rise up in the mind, and then
Yeah.
like, oh, cool, that could be, let's see, and then I will grab the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
But I have loads of ideas on the phone, just
Yeah,
recording there, like para para pa tap 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 tap.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
me singing in,
Yeah.
and it would make no sense.
Yeah.
But if I had that idea, I would, understand it,
Play
and
it.
then eventually
Yeah. Yeah.
put it on the guitar.
You write
But
lyrics, yeah.
lately, it's been more a necessity. In the last year, it has been like writing so much. It has been a necessity, something that
You
I
created
couldn't
the
stop.
habit then.
I couldn't stop doing, and I'm still writing new songs. And I'm like, hold on a second, give me some time. Hold on, give me a second. Let me finish this first. So 10 are out, finally.
That's great, man. And
Yeah.
another
90 more to go.
question, just maybe it's a silly question, but when you record your song
Mm-hmm.
and you leave it there, yeah, it's recorded. Then you create the next song. It's like, if you had to play those songs live, will you be ready to play them, or you have to rehearse a lot to remember what you did when you recorded and when you created a song?
You mean after I recorded?
Yeah, after
As in
it's
like
been
old songs of mine, you mean? Or
yeah,
like
all the
anything?
ones that you recorded recently, for example. If you have a
yeah.
gig, you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to rehearse a lot because probably you remember.
I did that. No, it's done.
Yeah.
So this year I had an experience. I never pushed myself that way, but to answer to your question, just a small story here. I went recording in March, but I was writing these 10 songs inspired to Ireland and my full story in Ireland. Even
Yeah.
you'll see eventually the titles. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll see the titles. It's my story.
Yeah.
It's just what I lived, the way I lived it. But I was starting writing last year, few songs, few ideas, which I had more time when I moved back to Italy. And then I spent a few months arranging it properly, just closing myself doing that, and then plenty more ideas, so lots of distractions as well. At some stage, too many ideas, it distract you.
Yeah.
So you need to, kind of filter, okay, hold on a second, which one, it's, I need it right now,
Yeah.
which one it is. But I spent January and February rehearsing on my own in the room, Monday to Friday. I played from morning 4 hours, lunch break, starting again till maybe 7, so before dinner. Monday to Friday, same songs every day, just to polish them, like metronome every day.
That's the other thing.
I
Sorry to
became-
interrupt you there.
Yeah.
Because like I was thinking on the way here, it's like, for me, if I come up with an idea on the guitar, I know that it won't be like too difficult to execute because the way I play is very like simple in a way.
Yeah,
But for you, that you do so many things at the same time, and probably you have like something weird, and it's like when you are going to record that, you might think, "Oh shit, how do I do this with the metronome now?"
hell yeah. That's why I recorded this album without. That's exactly
Yeah.
the first time
Yeah.
ever I recorded without a click. I started with the click,
Yeah.
but in studio I went without. Just free tempo, inner tempo, I
Uh-huh.
had it inside, and that's it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because that's exactly the mistake I made in the past. Like all the releases I made until the latest one, I'm very happy with
To
it.
structure maybe.
Too
yeah.
much, man.
Yeah.
Too much. I had so many tempo changes and all that. It wasn't worth it. It was just worth it to plan to put there a click that it would change the speed and all that. Because it's one guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one guitar. I mean,
And then you have to
if
start
it's a
the
full band like
recording.
Dream Theater,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, plenty of instruments. You'll need a click track.
yeah,
I don't need it for this style. And it's also, I think that kind of triggered me all the time to practice so much that then I would get technically the way I wanted to play, but emotionally, It would be
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even live because I'm always connected to that. But before I was just in the recording session focusing too much on the technicality
yeah,
of the
yeah,
song
yeah.
instead of the emotion,
Yes.
and I did completely the opposite now.
Yeah.
I studied so much that I didn't have any doubts
Yeah.
in the recording session. In fact, I recorded 10 songs in one day.
That's amazing.
Took me 10 hours, one
Yeah.
song each, but
Yeah.
one after the other one, and I would listen to it, be happy with the sound
Yeah.
of it. There are imperfection. Like
Yeah.
songs are
That's
not
totally
perfect.
fine. Yeah.
That was not the point
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
You
So
you
they're live
find
recordings then.
yeah
Yeah.
live recording one take,
Yeah.
one take straight, and then the guy made some mix, some master, but he didn't have to do too much because
Yeah.
he put one mic there,
Yeah.
and it was a crazy expensive mic. The studio as well was amazing.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. But that was a big lesson. I was like, yeah, that's the way I want to feel in the studio. Like,
Yeah.
not necessarily
Free.
under pressure. Obviously, you feel some tension because you're
Yeah.
in the moment. Even you shouldn't move too much, And I'm
Yeah.
always,
Yeah.
especially live.
Yeah,
Live,
yeah.
I'm a mess.
Yeah.
Like, but that's
Yeah.
my way. So,
Yeah, I know. I know.
But
I
in the
told-
studio, I need to contain myself.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I told you one day I was listening to a video of yours, and usually the videos when you play the videos, they play muted.
okay.
So I started just watching you play, and not you were like moving and like that.
Lots of faces.
Oh, and I was a bit. So I was like,
Fair,
oh
fair,
fuck,
fair.
this guy like, really
guy.
feels the music,
It's in the head.
And I
right?
told
It's
you,
all in
yeah,
the head.
yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I would say. I'd say, but just, I mean, obviously having a nice, good technique that you can rely and experiment with. But something that I didn't want to do this time that I recorded this album, it was having regrets on mistakes.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, can I do it better? Yeah, I'll do another take then, but a full one,
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of focusing just that passage, let
No, let's do it again.
not worth it.
Yeah.
Or if you have a stop in between in the song, if there's a stop there,
Yeah.
maybe you stop there and you record the
Yeah,
rest.
yeah.
I mean,
Fair enough.
still a take.
Yeah.
But that was me.
That's good, man.
So
That's
I just let go that
great
control,
inputs there.
the controlling, manipulating mind on the instrument. I just had fun, and that's what I've been having.
That's good.
Lots
man.
of fun with these new Irish tunes.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad to hear that.
happy that I got this response, man. Not for granted, to be honest. But yeah, thanks for that. No, it's great questions.
And
Yeah.
when are you planning to release this album?
I'm planning to release it September, maybe August is a bit too kind
Too
of
soon.
early because I haven't posted nothing yet.
Yeah.
So I wanted to create some
Yeah.
motion first, something in movement, and so it might be September. I feel
Yeah.
middle September, just to have time enough. And also I'm filming the content here in Ireland, so
Yeah.
it makes sense with a tribute to Ireland. It makes
Exactly.
sense. I mean, it can be in Venice on
Yeah.
the gondola. Like, what the fuck are you playing? An Irish tune in a fucking gondola?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I mean,
In the Pizza Tower.
exactly. Yeah, it wouldn't make too
It
much
wouldn't work.
sense. Maybe
Yeah.
eventually later on,
Yeah.
next year, maybe that could be cool. But
That's amazing, man.
that's a
So
moment.
looking forward to listen to that then.
That's a new preview.
Yeah. I think we'll leave it at this because it's been a great conversation.
Amazing.
Speaking about music and the doubts I had, because like when I was walking here, I was thinking about the metronome and all that, the things that I struggle with simple things, and thinking about you, all the things you do at the same time. It's like, no. How do you?
I managed to do worse as well
Yeah. Fuck.
with the didgeridoo and stombox.
Yeah. You use
Hell
the
yeah.
didgeridoo
Plus
as well.
guitar now.
Yeah.
Full octopus mode. On. What can I say?
Yeah.
But no, it's just, I think it's the last advice that I could maybe give. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially related to the metronome itself, because it's something that it could become, it could be your best friend and it could be your best enemy.
Yeah.
For me, it was my best enemy and that was my best friend. But it took, there was a journey in between.
But you mastered it before it became your.
No, it was my enemy. Big
Always.
time. Always been.
Yeah.
Like, I always never like to just practice with the metronome, even technical things, even Never liked it because I was just like, God, because you have to correct yourself,
Yeah.
and so you kind of put yourself a little bit down and the
Yeah.
pressure. Like I'm not
I'm
able
not
to do
great.
that.
Ah.
You know,
Yeah.
when you should just shut up and give time and
Yeah.
let yourself to just process slowly, day by day, which I didn't.
Yeah.
Which I didn't. So I did then eventually. And now it's just if I know that I'm practicing with the metronome, I know that I don't need to be there necessarily. Obviously present in the moment,
Yeah.
but like I might be watching outside. I might be, I'm listening. I'm here, present, but I'm not necessarily focusing on. I need to get a super clean technique all the time. Every time I'm playing, like, man, you're practicing. You're gonna make mistakes.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
the main thing that when you play the song in the right environment, like a live gig, you're there and you're not thinking about mistakes, metronome.
No.
Oh, I did something wrong.
Yeah.
The
It
song,
doesn't matter.
the
You go
song
on.
goes by. So
Go on.
you made a mistake. Oh, I made a mistake there. Cool.
No. Yeah.
You have to keep going.
Yeah. That's the way it works.
So that's
Live
the way
music.
I'm living it now, and yeah, it's bringing me so much
You're living
lightness.
as a busker then. No.
Yeah,
That's the way it is.
Still, that's the way it is,
Yeah.
man. That's what I feel, and it's light. You know, that's the feeling that I wanted to welcome, embody. Actually, lightness, just having no pressure, or like showing your way of playing to someone that you don't know as well. Obviously, busking is a great gym for that.
Yeah.
Big time, awesome trainer that I suggest to everyone out there, for sure.
Go out
But
to the streets and play
go to the
music.
streets and play music.
Yeah. It's the best stage where you can perform.
Big time, and
For free.
you'll see the difference when you walk on a stage. You're confident, you feel home.
Yeah.
That's what you
It
want to
happens
feel.
to me the first time I went onto a stage here. It's like, wait, I've done this before. I say to myself, and I never did it before, So it was like,
And it's not that you have to invent something.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing free jazz, okay, cool, fair enough.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
improvising all the time,
Yeah.
all the way, fair
Exactly.
enough. But you have your song, you know it.
yeah,
So the rest is all psychological.
yeah. And if you make a mistake, you'll be the only one that notices it. Maybe,
Mainly, yeah. Maybe, yeah, no, but even there, like,
Yeah.
if you hear some Tommy Manuel recordings back in the days in like albums that he released, if you want to look for mistakes, you'll find them plenty. You'll find plenty of them. Because the purpose is that it's not at the end, having a perfect song, well polished and clean. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had the same effect on people and the results he had and the fame he created. So it's the music itself,
the feeling.
just the concept and the creation, the composition, and that's what connect to everything. So yeah, it's been a pleasure. I actually feel home here.
Yeah,
So should we
I
leave
know.
now? No, come on.
We should do it. We should do it again when you come back then.
I would
December.
big time. Yes, I'll be back in December.
20 and 30.
20.
30,
No,
30,
hopefully
yeah.
not. Hopefully not that far. Hopefully not that
Yeah,
far.
hopefully, man.
Because by then I'll have mustaches still here.
Yeah. All right, people. We'll leave it at that. Thank you so much again, man.
Thank you, brother.
We'll have all your,
Francesco, Adam, thanks so much.
it feels nice to be called Francesco by an Italian, a real one. We'll have all your links on the description here.
Cool.
And maybe
Appreciate
when
that, thanks.
Yeah, maybe when your album comes out, we'll also have those links for us for that.
Cool. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on that.
All right, man.
All right.
All right. See you next time.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, man.
How do you feel? I'm just gonna
Amazing.
check real quick.
Amazing, man.